Great.
You're listening to Danny and Country Corey.
We listen to you all the time.
On 98.1 The Max.
Anyone over 16 can get vaccinated by signing up and making an appointment. Corey and I have gotten our first shot. Corey, did you have any reaction when you got your shot?
My arm was sore and hurt for a day.
Someone asked me
a whole day
over the weekend. They said, I heard your arm gets real sore. And I was like, that's so funny because it does. But
it does.
I was supposed to sit there for 30 minutes because I've gone into, what is it, shock?
Anaphylactic?
Yeah. And mine was just from ants. I didn't know I was allergic to them when I was younger. But they really didn't require me to sit there for the full 30 minutes. But I kind of hung out because I was a little nervous about that.
Right. I hung out for 10 and then I was like, okay, I'm going home.
She said, though, if you may feel tired. And I said, well, when will I know that the vaccines made me tired? Because I've got 2 young children and a dog in a wheelchair at home. So I'm always tired. Although I felt a little tired this weekend, but I couldn't tell you if it was from the, Easter rush or the vaccine.
You got the shot on Thursday. I imagine I was fine by Saturday. I mean, my arm was no longer sore. Seems like if you're going to get tired, it's going to be that day. You know what I mean?
Right. I mean, she said within like 30 seconds, but I think within 24 hours, but no reaction that I could tell. Now, this elderly guy, he got his skin turned red and peeled after getting the Johnson & Johnson vaccine. He's fine. His doctor says it was a rare reaction. Here's him explaining it.
I began to feel a little discomfort in my armpit. A few days later, I began to get an itchy rash. I began to swell and my skin turned red. It just came on so fast. My skin peeled off. It's still coming off of my hand.
Yeah, but the guy says, don't hesitate. Get the vaccine as soon as you can. If that's all that's going to happen, he's not dying from a little skin rash. But
right. It's just still a minor reaction.
Exactly right. You're not going to die from the vaccine. You may die from coronavirus.
Shelby County has vaccinated more than 233,000 people, either with both shots or just one, meaning we are at a third of the people needed for herd immunity. The city of Memphis will offer about 52,000 appointments at vaccination sites this week, with another 21,000 doses available at the Pipkin building through federal partnership with FEMA. This comes as the Shelby County Health Department is tracking the cases of the highly contagious and vaccine-resistant P1 variant, as well as the more prevalent UK variant.
I'm surprised we're only at 1/3.
I'm just glad we're making progress. You know what I mean? Because I'm ready to get my life back.
I think most people are, and I think if you're vaccinated, you're allowed to be in the same room with each other. But right. If there are non-vaccinated people, you still have to wear a mask.
And look, the straw was when I found out that the Porter Lee, the Raging Cajun Crawfish Festival was going to be drive-through this year. I mean, I'm glad we're able to be a part of it. But at the same time, I want that thing down by the river, man.
I know.
I want that thing down by the river. That's all I'd say about that. But there are going to be 2 locations. You can check out the Porter Lee Raging Cajun Crawfish Festival at 981themax.com so you can get your crawfish on.
I got to tell you, another day out of school. We didn't have Easter Monday off when I was a kid. No, what's the hardest job on earth?
Being a housewife?
It's wearing on me, man.
All right, we'll tell you how we came to that conclusion next. There we go. Worked in a little Raging Cajunry too.
Raging Cajunry?
Yeah.
Very nice. I feel like the sun's creeping in a little early today. What's up with this?
Just letting you know it's going to be another beautiful day. I mean, it was such a nice weekend. I was going to catch up on Falcon and Winter Soldier and go watch Kong and Godzilla, and I just couldn't stay in the house.
Oh, I know. I got this morning show book. I got that other book. I tried to sit outside, and then I got stuck reading 98 pages of a Georgia bill. So I got my reading in.
I really don't know why you care. So did you look at the morning show book?
I mean, I've looked at it, not in it.
Oh, I haven't opened it yet. That's funny. We're rolling through this live, are we?
What do you mean?
So we're live on Facebook right now.
Oh, we're live on Facebook. Easter Monday. Boo. My throat look red. See, it doesn't look swollen. It feels like it though.
You're at a weird angle. You like that? Let me see your neck. Now you might be a little swollen there up top, around the tonsils. You still got your tonsils?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you know, maybe a little swollen, but it doesn't look too bad. I'm a master of strep throat.
I used to get all the time in my 20s when I wasn't taking care of myself. And then turn into pneumonia.
Every couple of years, 3 years, so I'll get it. I had it bad this past year. I mean, I was down, and I was all worried that if I like took a sick day, people would be like, "You're working from home. How can you take a sick day?" So I would like sleep for a while and then go work for a minute, and then go sleep for a while and work for a minute. I felt like ass for like 3. I mean, I had it hard for 5 days, and I probably needed to be down 3 of those. And my doctor wanted it to be COVID so bad she couldn't stand it. Oh, should have played Fuel here, but whatever. Good morning, Justin. We did have a happy Easter. Grilled chicken bombs, which are delicious.
Oh, yeah?
It's almost impossible to keep that cheese in them, though. It's almost impossible. But that's okay. Aaron made some gravy. David Allen Coe at karaoke. Where were they having COVID okie at? Did you sing the perfect country and western song? Well, I was drunk the day my mama got out of prison. Oh, that'll get us kicked off Facebook, won't it? I went to pick her up in the rain. You did sing the perfect country western song, didn't you?
All right, so you're going to play that audio and that audio, right? 2 audios.
This is terrible. This being out of school again today. Acting. John Lovitz.
John Lovitz, Jesus.
Acting.
He ran his time, didn't he?
I thought he was hysterical.
I mean, but he was like just that one character. Yeah, that's the ticket. I don't know.
Yeah, that's the ticket. I don't know. I just liked him. I thought he was funny.
But I mean, like, where is he now? Where is he now?
Sitting at home cashing checks.
From what?
I don't know. He ever been in a movie?
Has he? I don't think he has he?
I don't know. I can't think of one off the top of my head. This is going to be like 30 seconds long.
Mm-hmm.
You're listening to Danny and Country Corey on 98.1 The Max.
Corey, I don't know if it was spring break because I took spring break off with the kids, but like this past Friday with the kids being out again, and then today, I don't know how moms are doing it, especially with just staying at home with the virtual learning. If they didn't go to school, I could not do it. I can't do it now.
See, I'd love it. When I was at home, I was really good at it. I'd love to be a house husband, a housewife, whatever. I would love it. It would be the most fun. I'd have the cleanest house on earth.
Well, I would hope to have it, but there was plenty of things I could have done during the pandemic when nothing was going on and I didn't do it. But like the laundry is just, I mean, it gets done, but it just gets piled up. And I've said that I would clean out the girls' drawers for like 4 weeks now. So my kids look at me every morning and they're like, what am I going to wear to school? I need some shorts. And I'm like, I don't know. Do mine fit you? Because I don't even know where we're at this point. I can't keep up with their homework. I can't. And then this is my favorite. It's 6. And I'm like, oh, I bet y'all want to eat something for dinner. I could never be a housewife. And my best friend, I just love that she is a stay-at-home mom. And she, every now and then she has a couple drinks and calls me and is like, you got to do your dreams and follow your career. And I'm like, you got to stay at home with the kids.
Right.
So just remember, it's not greener on the other side. And either way you pick, you're going to be miserable because that's what life is. But she's a great housewife and I'd fail at it. So you're saying you'd rather be a housewife than like, let's say an accountant.
Oh, absolutely. Hands down. I'm way better with kids than I am numbers. And any guy you ask is going to say, yeah, I'd rather be a housewife. I mean, an accountant.
Yeah, but that's numbers. You just go to work. Not you just go to work, but it's black and white. And you either make I don't know, you either get the answer or you don't, and then you go home.
So you're saying you'd rather be an accountant
than a housewife? Yeah.
You're out of your gourd. No offense to accountants. You guys are absolutely necessary, but you got to admit, you got the most boring job in the world.
Well, that's why I used it. But I would think you're like, you kind of clock in and clock out. Whereas a housewife, it's too much gray area for me. It's all gray.
I can tell you right now who can settle this real quick.
Who?
Do you remember Lawrence from Office Space?
The neighbor?
When you come in on Monday and you're not feeling real well, does anyone ever say to you, sounds like someone has a case of the Mondays?
No, man. I believe you get your ass kicked saying something like that, man.
He played Lawrence on Office Space. He was the neighbor.
Yes, I remember him.
That's who can settle this. Diedrich Bader, our friend and confidant.
Why Diedrich Bader?
Because he's on the show American Housewife.
Sex on a full stomach after midnight.
You know, I love the way you look.
I ate something weird.
You feel different.
Different how?
Like a brand new bag of flour.
It's my Spanx.
What? Why?
Well, if you do it right, it turns gut into boob.
What are you doing, God?
What do you think he'll say, housewife or accountant?
He'll say accountant. He'll say
You
accountant.
think so? All right,
Yeah.
we'll find out next when we talk to Diedrich Bader. That worked out pretty well.
I mean, it's like shining a turd.
98.1 The Max.
I just wanted to let you guys know I agree with Danny 100%.
That you'd rather be an accountant than a housewife?
Any day of the week. Any day of the week. I'm a housewife who works full-time from home with several children, and it's tough.
And maybe it's
I would rather go to the office.
maybe it's a female male thing. Males would rather be a housewife, and females who actually do it would rather be an accountant.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't want to do, the job where you go to a job site every day and it's hot and sweaty. I wouldn't want to do that, but
Being an accountant in
mind
an
it.
air-conditioned office might not be bad, huh?
I mean, come
Well,
on now. There's no laundry or dishes or animals or anything.
If you-
It's an accountant's office.
If you think about it, how part of the housewife job is accounting, isn't it?
Yeah.
Exactly. Balancing the books and then also being a restaurant manager and just everything.
You're just the accountability that is laid on your shoulders.
You're the household manager, the general manager of your dwelling.
CEO, CFO, and operations person.
There you go. Y'all have a good morning.
Thank you for your logistics. We appreciate you.
Bye.
Bye. How did that turn into something?
I mean, good morning, Scotty, James, Andrea, Lauren. Oh, A League of Their Own. I guess what's his name was on there? Not Dietrich.
John Lovitz.
John Lovitz.
Hey, Kathleen. Look, I'm wearing a different shirt.
Kathleen, you've gotten them all, nervous or paranoid about his word.
I can't wear the same shirt every day anymore. Somebody's paying attention. Rachel ever comes back to the radio station, I'm going to get me a fresh crop of t-shirts. No, if the house was my job, man, that's going to be spotless. Proud of you. Kathleen's proud of me for wearing different clothes. I'm proud of you. You got up and got dressed today. Look at you go.
You did it. I'm only halfway dressed. I mean, I just can't get over the 2 eggs that are still missing in my parents' backyard. It's really bothering me.
Y'all boil and color eggs? Or
Yeah,
stuffed plastic eggs?
both.
Oh, look at you guys go all out for everything.
But what's funny is I found 3. I hid those, those little plastic things that you now get at we get at the dentist office, but the like gumball machines, but they're in like little toys and little plastic things.
Yeah.
So I took 100 of those and hid them for Macy's birthday. I found 3 of those, but we're missing 2 eggs.
You found 3 of those, but we're still missing it. How many eggs did you hide? Approximately. You don't have to.
80.
Wow.
Dumb old man did it.
Elizabeth, that'll be the next party at the Bruns who can find the Easter eggs at Christmas.
You're right, because everything will be like dead, so they're like sitting and the bushes won't be blooming. So
that bright pink Easter egg will shine out like a diamond in the night.
Every year too, it's just the running joke. No one ever finds the egg with the $100 bill in it.
That one's still out there somewhere.
Still out there, man. Yeah, I can't believe no one ever finds it. Whatever, Dad. Wondering why your grown daughter's out there looking for Easter eggs.
There's a $100 bill in it, and I'll be over there in a little bit. So is an English muffin better for you than a biscuit?
I don't know.
Me neither. But at the Kroger, they got the turkey sausage egg white things on an English muffin. I wonder if there's a reason for that. So play this phone call here and then go into the pumpkins and then come out with the break. Yeah, we think.
Do what now?
We'll play this phone call here, play them Smashing Pumpkins, and then go into the break. How's this thing start? I forget. Edit it, so. All right. Phone call starts. I agree with Danny 100%. So you can set this up with
Okay.
I'd rather be an accountant than a housewife. Corey disagrees. What do you think? And I'll hit the phone call.
Uh,
5 seconds.
You're listening to Danny and Country Corey
Oh my gosh, yes I am. Are you kidding me?
on 98.1 The Max.
the more the kids stay at home, the more I realize that I would fail at being a housewife. I'd rather be an accountant than a housewife.
I'm right the opposite. I'd rather be a housewife. I'd have the cleanest house in the history of the world. 901-535-9898. What say you?
I agree with Danny 100%.
You'd rather be an accountant than a housewife?
Any day of the week. Any day of the week. I'm a housewife who works full time from home with several children, and it's tough.
And maybe it's
I would rather go to the office.
Maybe it's a female male thing. Males would rather be a housewife, and females who actually do it would rather be an accountant.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't want to do, the job where you go to a job site every day and it's hot and sweaty. I wouldn't want to do that, but
Being an accountant in
mind
an
it.
air-conditioned office might not be bad, huh?
I mean, come
Look-
on now. There's no laundry or dishes or animals or anything.
If you-
It's an accountant's office.
If you think about it, part of the housewife job is accounting, isn't it?
Exactly. Balancing the books and then also being a restaurant manager and just everything.
You're just the accountability that is laid on your shoulders.
You're the household manager, the general manager of your dwelling.
CEO, CFO, and operations person.
There you go. Y'all have a good morning.
Thank you so much. We're going to talk to Diedrich Bader. He played Lawrence in Office Space.
Let me ask you something. When you come in on Monday and you're not feeling real well, does anyone ever say to you, sounds like someone has a case of the Mondays?
No, man. I believe you get your ass kicked saying something like that, man.
And we're going to involve him on this conversation next, right after the Smashing Pumpkins. There we go. All right. Now, is it the level in which this thing is feeding the Vox Pro? In which this particular pot feeds the Vox Pro? You don't know?
That's above my pay grade, bud.
Okay.
I don't know that. Well, I mean, hit record and see if I start talking if I go up and down.
I mean, I already know your low as it can be.
All right. But I mean, were you saying if you pop me up, would it change it? Is that what you were asking?
No, I mean, yeah, it will, but it doesn't go up enough. Like, look, me.
Right. If you pop me all the way up, what happens?
It looks almost the same.
Do I sound okay to you in the headphones, or am I low?
You sound fine. Yeah, you sound fine in the headphones. But callers can't hear you, it doesn't seem like. That's why they're always talking over you, because they can't hear you. So I don't know. I'll ask him later.
I'm sending an email. Copy, you want it.
Man, I could just listen to you bang that keyboard for hours.
Shut up.
I'm going to record you banging that keyboard, and I'm going to make it my nighttime go to sleep sounds. We'll replace the thunderstorm with Danny banging keyboard.
Hungry.
I heard videos of Willie were hysterical, especially the one where he was bitching. I love that. I'm in the kitchen. There's food in the kitchen. There's no reason I should not be eating.
All right, how are we doing this?
Huh?
Just like it says?
It's written down. Let me see. Where are we here? We got okay, great.
You know which ones to go to?
Yeah. I got them all lined up in a pretty little row like chorus girls.
It's Danny and Country Corey.
The best, baby!
On 98.1 The Max.
I would rather be an accountant than a housewife.
I would rather be a housewife than an accountant.
And I think you're just messing with me. I think you're just trying to be argumentative today.
I'm not being argumentative. Dude, do you know how hard it is for me to sit still?
Okay. You don't want to sit there and count numbers?
No, that's the worst. That's like punishment. It's like if I ever got caught stealing cars, that's what they would do to me. Luckily, I haven't gotten caught stealing cars yet.
Well, Corey had the idea to call our buddy Diedrich Bader, who's the neighbor on Office. He's on Office Space. He's on Housewives. What else?
He was in Napoleon Dynamite. Is Ray Kwando or whatever it was.
Let's give it.
He's got a case of the Mondays.
Yeah, we got a case of the Mondays. Diedrich Bader is on. Would you rather be a housewife or an accountant, Diedrich?
Housewife.
Absolutely. All day long. All day long.
All day long. No, housewife is a lot of work, but there's a tremendous amount of work. My wife works so hard, it's just crazy. But the rewards are great. I mean, you get to be with your kids at the end of the day, and Yeah, I mean, I think the only positive thing that I can think of during this terrible and tumultuous time of pandemic and losing so many people is that I got to spend more time with my kids because they're home and learning remotely, and I get to see them all the time. So yeah, I mean, doing voiceovers from the house is strange, but I get to spend more time with my family, so I'm into it.
And besides, being an accountant doesn't sound like very much fun.
Well, that's why I put it like that.
Yeah, I'm not a good numbers guy.
Right. I really was expecting you to say accountant, though, because housewife is the hardest job out there.
Oh, it is the hardest job. Yeah, but if you don't mind working hard, you got to look at the rewards at the end of the day. I mean, that's the thing, like working on Housewife. The hours are really long, but at the end of the day, we have a show that we're really proud of, and I laughed all day, and that's also one of my goals, to have a good time in the brief span that I'm given on this planet, to have a good time and to try to give something positive up to the world. And I'm hoping that American Housewife and the comedies that I've been involved in gives people some sort of sense of relief. So I'm hoping anyway. Yeah, I mean, you have to look at the goals of what you've achieved at the end of the day. And I think being a housewife, although it is an amazing amount of work, what you've achieved at the end of the day is a truly beautiful thing. And I guess being an accountant, you might have, I don't want to put down all accountants, mostly because I don't want to be audited. But yeah, I mean, I think it's a good job, a rewarding job.
Thanks, Bader. You not only make me wrong, make me look like I hate being around my kids. Do find it rewarding. I didn't mean that. I will miss the pandemic days of getting the opportunity to be with my kids. I'm just saying I can't handle it all.
Diedrich, since we got you, I always wanted to ask you if you ever get mistaken for everybody else, because in everything you play, you look completely different.
Oh, yeah. I get mistaken for Vince Vaughn a lot. Sometimes French Stewart. It's basically all the guys with a big forehead. Yeah, my favorite was that I was at the airport. This is during the height of the Drew Carey Show. I was at at an airport, and I can't remember what town we were in, but anyway, there was the young ladies in the UCLA volleyball team were flying back to LA, and I could see that they recognized me, and they were pointing at me, and they were talking, and my wife was like, "Oh God, here we go," because she knows how much I love being recognized. Like, I'm practically a psychotic that I love being recognized so much. But anyway, they come over and they're like, "Hey, can you sign something for us?" And I was like, "Yeah, of course, I would love to do that." And they gave me Swingers, which was a Vince Vaughn movie. So they thought I was Vince Vaughn.
Awesome.
So I hate to disappoint anybody, so I signed it Vince Vaughn, and then I took pictures with them like I was.
Diedrich Bader, thank you so very much for talking to us, buddy.
It was a real pleasure. Thanks.
Mornings on the Max with your Morning Wood.
Which Morning Wood headline is the actual headline for today? Would Motley Crue go on tour fully nude, according to Star?
Would the FBI get involved in a video game match fixing investigation?
Or would scientists isolate genes that cause love of heavy metal music?
901-535-9898. Which Morning Wood headline is the real headline? Yay. It's all moving. It's all moving in buttons and stuff.
Do you want to talk about any of this baseball?
Hi, good morning. Happy Monday.
The talking about the home run pitcher. Sure. Why not?
Because we can talk about the Tigers that are leaving, but the ones that we've got recruited.
I don't know anything about it, but yeah.
Okay.
Should probably read something every now and then. 98.1 The Max. Who is this?
Hey, it's Gappa.
Gappo.
From beautiful downtown Munford.
It's a beautiful day to be in Munford, isn't it?
Yeah, with a high expected of 80 today.
So which one of those Morning Wood headlines is the real headline, Gappa?
These are really hard. I'm going to go with Motley Crue.
Oh, no. I was the only one nude on that tour.
No. Thanks,
Not that I
Gappa.
wanted Not that I want to see it, but it would just be funny.
Yeah, you know you want to go see Vince. Vince yeah, you know you do.
Hey, back to what you were talking about, the housewife thing. I've been doing it with my 5 grands for the last 7 years.
Wow.
It's the hardest job I've ever had in my entire life.
I'll bet.
It's hard.
Well, thanks,
They're
man.
all
We
flopped.
appreciate you, brother.
So you're saying you'd rather be an accountant, right, Gappa?
You got it. Any day. Any day.
Have a good one, man. We appreciate you.
All right. See ya.
Bye.
Okay, so did you see my thing about the Easter Bunny and the pirate? That Easter Bunny audio is hysterical, and we could use your pirate audio too. Did you hear the audio of the Easter Bunny scaring the kids?
Where was it on the email? Seems like I listened to it.
Yeah, it's delicious audio.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Can you send me some audio?
Oh my God!
Oh boy. Are you want to play this phone call here, play another song and try to get another call, or
Yeah.
maybe switch to a shorter song?
Oh, let's just use that one. Are we using the whole thing?
You want to?
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
That's what I was thinking. It goes back to what we were talking about earlier. To
And I got something with the Red Hot Chili Peppers too. That
go
circles
get-
back 15 things around. Just make this break 10 minutes.
And then are we playing the Chili Peppers or no?
Yeah.
Okay. Make this break 10 minutes. Did I send you audio?
Of the pirate you did.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, I know. Yesterday I was
It
like,
just blurs together, man.
I started asking questions because I was like, I'm supposed to be getting audio from my teenagers.
And I was like, what am I supposed to get? Everybody was around and hanging out. I'm like, I'm supposed to get audio. Now's the time. But what was I supposed to do? That's what I texted you. Like, what are we doing? What was the homework? And you're like, I don't know. Can't keep up.
Oh yeah, we'll be late as I'll get out, but we'll be fine.
Mornings on the Max with your Morning Wood.
Which Morning Wood headline is the actual headline for today? Would Motley Crue go on tour fully nude?
Would the FBI get involved in a video game match fixing investigation?
Or would scientists isolate a gene that causes love of heavy metal music?
901-535-9898. Who's this?
Hey, it's Gappa.
Gappa.
beautiful downtown Munford.
It's a beautiful day to be in Munford, isn't it?
Yeah, with a high expected of 80 today.
So which one of those Morning Wood headlines is the real headline, Goppa?
These are really hard. I'm going to go with Motley Crue.
Oh no, I was the only one new on that tour.
No.
Not that I want to see it, but it would just be funny.
Yeah, you know you want to go see Vince.
Yeah,
You know you do.
Hey, back to what you were talking about, the housewife thing. I've been doing it with my 5 grands for the last 7 years.
Wow.
It's the hardest job I've ever had in my entire life.
I'll bet.
It's hard.
So you're saying you'd rather be an accountant, right, Gappa?
You got it any day.
He loves being an accountant. He thinks that's a good idea.
Yeah, well, he also doesn't have any morning wood. So if you do know what today's headline is, 535-9898. And the Motley Crue nude tour only makes me think of the Red Hot Chili Peppers and their tube socks.
Yeah, I mean, how can you not think of that? Here they are now. Tube socks. 98.1 The Max. Who's this?
This is Cheryl.
Cheryl, which one of those Morning Wood headlines is the real headline?
I think it's number 2.
And you would be correct.
Cheryl got some Monday morning wood. Cheryl got some Monday morning wood.
Cheryl has got Monday Morning Wood. Congratulations, Cheryl.
Thank you. Appreciate y'all.
You have won a pat on the back that must be self-administered.
Oh, okay.
Thank you, Cheryl. Have a wonderful Monday.
All right, and y'all take it easy.
You too.
Thank you. Maybe I should give out some of the Easter eggs I dyed. You could win Danny's Easter eggs.
If you can find them.
Man, teamwork makes the dream work, Corey.
I know it. Of course, we didn't talk about the eggs on the air. We talked about them on Facebook. So that joke is going to be completely missed.
Okay. What were you doing, Bruns? Let's go here. This.
The Cash Me Outside girl got made $1 million in 6 hours on OnlyFans.
Yeah, I know. I put that story on there too. That's unbelievable.
Man, people are making money. I'm not. Nobody wants to see my ass on OnlyFans. I promise you. Where's the Memphis recruit stories?
It's right. Hang on. Wait, why did my email change from what it was? Why would it do that? Just because it wants to?
It does. It wants to rule away much. Getting ahead of myself here.
It's so annoying.
So it's crazy how stuff sticks, don't you think?
Uh-huh.
Like I had no idea accountant or housewife was going to become a thing.
I know. Here's RT's. You like it?
Struck while the iron was hot.
Oh, yeah.
You sure that's not divisive rhetoric?
I don't think it's divisive rhetoric, but I do think it's plagiarism.
We play the Tiger Fight song on Facebook Live?
I don't know.
Because I got it ready.
Mornings on the Max with your Morning Wood.
Which Morning Wood headline is the actual headline for today? Would Motley Crue go on tour fully nude?
Would the FBI get involved in a video game match fixing investigation?
Or would scientists isolate a gene that causes love of heavy metal music?
901-535-9898 is the Rick's Powder Coating line. Hi, who's this?
This is Cheryl.
Cheryl, which one of those Morning Wood headlines is the real headline?
I think it's number 2.
And you would be correct.
Cheryl, Monday Morning Wood. Cheryl got some
Right on.
Monday Morning Wood.
Cheryl has got Monday Morning Wood. Congratulations, Cheryl.
Thank you. Appreciate y'all.
You have won a pat on the back that must be self-administered.
Oh, okay. I'll work on that.
Thank you, Cheryl. Have a wonderful Monday.
All right, and y'all take it easy.
You too.
Thank you. Yeah, if you added up all of the money in movies and in music, it would only make up a third of the money made in gaming.
Isn't that crazy?
It is nuts.
Isn't that crazy? Huge business, but competitive online games are pretty recent. After all, promises of large prizes, bragging rights, prestige can sometimes result in heavy gambling on the outcomes. People are gambling on video games. Like, I thought it was weird that the kids watch YouTube videos of other people playing video games. Because when I was a kid, there was no worse torture than being player 2. You know
No,
what I mean?
exactly right.
And now it turns out they're betting on video games.
Well, I'm surprised that the FBI is just now thinking that there's going to be match fixing investigation. You control the game with a controller. Who's to say I'm not in on the bet that's playing?
That's exactly what's going down. Is somebody is bribing these guys playing video games to lose, so that bettors can win the bet. Which is,
yeah.
Who cares enough about video games to do that?
I think it's more of a gambling problem. It's not the video games. I have friends who are so stoked that these football teams, these college football teams, are playing spring football just to gamble. That's the only reason.
Just to bet on them.
Mm-hmm.
Ian Smith is the commissioner of the Esports Integrity Commission. Do we need an integrity commission? And he said in a YouTube interview that match fixing and match throwing has been a problem for a long time in Australia, and there are connections to North America. That's why the FBI has gotten involved.
I don't understand why you wouldn't think this was going on. I would never, ever bet on one of these games because, of course, it's going on. If you've got Major League Baseball teams doing it,
right?
And the hockey teams, I mean, whoever, this to me would be the obvious one.
It really is. It's a sleeper, though, because you don't take it at first glance. You wouldn't take video games seriously enough to say that do you believe there's match fixing going on? No, who cares? That's your initial reaction. But if you think about it, how much money these people are making on competitive video games, yeah, it would be easy to do. Because how would they know? You're in a dark room by yourself.
Yeah, you're not under the NBA, the NFL. You're not being looked at.
Right.
There's no restrictions. You're not throwing a game, according to who? The GCC Gaming Commission Constitution?
I don't even know. The American Association of Gaming Commission Nerds. No. It's probably even bigger. It's probably just under a whole big blanket of the Geek Commission.
That's exactly right. Where do you think the Geek Squad's coming to help you?
The American Nerd Association, the ANA.
Days after losing 4 players to the transfer portal, Memphis coach Penny Hardaway has landed a transfer of his own. That's huge. We'll tell you about it next.
I'm glad you thought to pull out that sink.
Where am I? Where are we? Why is there a stop on that? Where are we?
We were just talking.
Okay. Oh, this is what I was looking at. Okay. Damn, I wanted to play that. But we got that. Oh, I forgot about what I was having to do too. Ooh, doggy.
Sometimes in business.
Gonna be running a little late there, aren't we?
I think we should just do that live.
Okay. So start the break with it.
Maybe come out of it and then hit.
Or we could put it there where the voice track is, or where the sweeper is. Oh, that's the legal though, isn't it?
That's what I'm saying. Why don't we do Bush, Word, DCC rejoin story?
Okay. Do that. Let's do that.
I can make it there and back. Can you?
I sure can.
Bye.
Oh, hold on. You're going to leave the voice track and let the voice track rejoin us live?
No, I would say delete all that, but I would just leave it in there in case somebody sprains their ankle on the way there or something.
Okay.
You can delete when we get back.
All right. Sounds good.
don't know if the dog's waiting on the kids to get here or what. Oh, hold on. What about?
I'll start since you can't hear it. And
What
I'll do
about the Angels pitcher?
the Angels picture.
Pitcher.
What about? Okay, do you have that audio? Is
Yeah.
there audio?
Yeah.
Okay, you play it.
Oh, I guess you have it.
Do I?
Well, no, I mean the story.
Yeah, I have the story. It's on the complete sheet. Or I put it on the rundown, didn't I?
Yeah, okay. It just started differently than. Oh, okay. Wow.
Wow.
I'm looking for Anaheim is what messed me up just there. Isn't that funny?
Oh, Anaheim Angels.
Yeah. Don't forget it's the 8 a.m. word.
Yeah. I'm gonna let you say the word. I got the first half.
Okay.
It is the 25K payday on 98.1 The Max. You've got a chance to win $100 every hour between 8 a.m. and 5 p.m. And you'll qualify for the grand prize of $25,000.
Text the national keyword stock right now to 95819 for your chance to win. The national keyword is stock, STOCK. The number's 95819. Good luck. Please don't text and drive.
It's Danny and Country Corey.
Listen to it every day. Kicks ass. Can't get no better.
On 98.1 The Max.
LA pitcher, you're gonna have to go with that in that name.
Man, I don't even know. He started out last night's game against the Chicago White Sox with a bang, though. In the top of the first, he threw a 101-mile-an-hour fastball and struck out Adam Eaton.
Man.
Then in the bottom of the inning, he hit a 451-foot home run that left the stadium going about 115 miles an hour. That guy's a beast. Otani, I guess is his name, pitches the fastest of any pitcher so far this season. Same goes for the homer. Last night, he also became the first starting pitcher to bat second in a game since Jack Dunleavy in 1903. He had to leave the game in the fifth inning after somebody slid into him at home plate.
So at any point of that game, did they sing na 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 hey 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 goodbye?
Probably when that ball was gone.
Right.
When he went yard.
So this lady named Nancy, I saw it on SportsCenter yesterday, and I just love this little cute story. She's the organist for the Chicago White Sox in Comiskey Park. So Steen comes out with that song, na 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 hey 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 goodbye in the 70s, and she heard it on the radio and was like, "Oh, that would be fun to play at the ballpark." So the White Sox were at the end of the game. She started playing it, and it became the White Sox like anthem. And then in 77, it was their song. And then when they left Comiskey Park in 1990, it was the last song that they played. And then that's how it got spread to all of these other stadiums and arenas. And I just thought it was a cute little story. This older woman sitting there playing the organ with her big White Sox ring on. And she just heard it on the radio one day.
And thought that'd be fun. And it became a thing.
A thing. It is the thing. And we all know it. And when they were doing some interviews of why you think we sing it, and I thought it was just a great little analogy. It's like you go back to your childhood on the playground, and it's so childish that we do it, but it's just you get to go back and be like ha 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 ha, ha and you're grown ass adults just going na na na, na. But something is fun about it. All right, so days after losing 4 players to the transfer portal, Memphis coach Penny Hardaway struck hot, man. He landed a transfer of his own, Corey.
Hampton senior guard Davian Warren announced his commitment to the University of Memphis in a tweet on Saturday. So that is huge.
Yeah.
That's huge.
Hey, you know what? I love that. Who needs press conferences anymore when you've got Twitter?
Amen to that.
It's official when it's on Twitter.
You don't have to have the hat that you put on camera anymore. You just take it and put it on the tweet.
Hey, you know, when we were having those bad storms a few weeks ago, our meteorologists are on the TV nonstop.
Right.
And 2 weeks ago, Alabama got hit really badly. And one of the meteorologists, James Spann, who's in Birmingham, was reporting that the tornado was hitting his house.
Check this out.
You got people trapped in houses in Eagle Point over there. It's not a good situation. And the reason I had to step out, we've had major damage in my house. I had to be sure my wife is okay. But the tornado came right through there, and it's not good. It's bad.
Now, he was on the air when the tornado hit his house.
I never thought of that happening. Of course, it's had to have happened because our meteorologists live in the Mid-South.
Right. They live right down the street. So we're going to talk to him and find out what was going on in his head as that was happening. Coming up next. So that was okay. Yeah.
I think it was great.
I'm always worried about stepping on you and you being like, I wanted to say that.
Well, that's why you need to write a script out for everyone and then act.
I don't really like that idea, but
do you want to do Easter Bunny and Pirate, or you want to do the OnlyFans story?
We're going to end up doing both. I got a feeling over the course of the next hour, hour and a half.
No, I know, but which one do you want to do after this one?
Let's do the OnlyFans.
Okay.
And then because I don't remember what I did with that audio. Did I email it to you or text it to you? Because I have to beat the crap out of it.
Oh, I know.
Let's just put it in my OneDrive from here.
Did you find it? Why can't I find your text? Yeah, you texted it to me 8:33 Saturday. Do you want me to upload it?
I got it.
Ba 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 psh, ba psh, ba 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 ba.
All right, I got it all beeped up.
All right, did you?
Yep. I need to get the audio of the. Need to get the audio of the Easter Bunny and get it in here in a minute.
Hair's itching my face. How does that start? We've got James Spann with us now. I know. All right. So what do you want to do? You want to introduce? What are we doing with the audio since it didn't work on that?
Oh, I inserted it.
Oh, okay. So
I pasted it in.
do you want to say something like all right, when we start, like the meteorologist's name is James Spann. He was just kind of recap the story in 10 seconds.
Yep. Sounds good to me.
And then just hit that.
Yep. Let me have the last word since you start that.
All right. You start this. In.
So would you want me to just do it and go into the interview?
I think so. What do you think?
Yeah, sounds good to me. Make sure we're all good. Okay. We are a go.
It's Danny and Country Corey.
Freaking amazing.
On 98.1 The Max.
James Spann is the Birmingham meteorologist who had a tornado hit his house while he was live on the air. And Danny knows him back from way back in the day. We've got him on right now.
Oh, yeah.
We've got James Spann with us now. I know Mr. Spann from back in the day, early 2000s, when I was working in Tuscaloosa, because he is the meteorologist in Birmingham for ABC 3340, and you used to do the weather for us every morning. Good morning, James.
Boy, this is like a reunion here. This is awesome.
We saw the clip of you realizing that your house had sustained some damage in the storm you were actually reporting on at the time.
Yeah, Birmingham is a very aggressive weather market, much like Memphis. We have some pretty wild weather in both cities, and we were on the air for hours that day. It was a really rough tornado day, and I've been doing this for 42 years, and I've never had that experience before where an EF3 tornado, of course, I didn't know the rating at the time, but it was coming right from my neighborhood, and it was horrifying. It was the distraction of a lifetime. So on the air, I texted my wife just to be sure she was sheltered, because we do have a tornado shelter, thank goodness, but I texted her shelter now, and she texted back, I'm there. And that gave me some level of comfort to keep going. And as long as I knew that she was safe, that's really all that matters. You can replace a house and you can replace stuff, but I will say this, it was the distraction of a lifetime.
Here's what it sounded like on the air.
You got people trapped in houses in Eagle Point over there. It's not a good situation. And the reason I had to step out, we've had major damage in my house. I had to be sure my wife is okay. But the tornado came right through there, and it's not good. It's bad.
So how much damage did your house get, Mr. Spann?
Well, it took a direct hit from an EF3 tornado, and the house performed amazingly well. We got a lot of roof damage, and we had trees on the house, but you know what? The house is intact. And a lot of people totally lost their home in our neighborhood and in some of the adjacent neighborhoods. And of course, the timber damage is extreme out here. I can even look out my window now and it just looks like the apocalypse. It's horrific, but you just take it one day at a time. But my wife is safe, and the house made it, and we're going to be fine. My concern is for the people through here that don't have insurance, that don't have the resources to, get back on their feet again. But it's great to see so many churches and other ministries kind of stepping in to help these people, because it was a rough ride that day, very rough ride. 5 people died, and a lot of folks lost their home.
Well, it's been like that for the last decade. It seems like it's really picked up with the tornado outbreaks. There's been a lot of tornadoes, like you said, through Alabama as well as our area, but the fatalities have seemed to go up. we watched the meteorologists for how many hours? You know, they're there day and night, middle of the night, early morning, and I never have thought about what they're thinking about their family. It's never crossed my mind till this happened. Because I'm sure you're not the first one.
It was just an amazing distraction. But and once I knew my wife was okay, safe, I could keep on going. But in the back of your mind, you have to think: do I still have a house? Is the roof on it? Is the house gone? And that's just human nature. You can't help but think about that. So I look back on my work, and it wasn't my best work after that happened because I was so distracted by that. But as it turned out, it all worked. But again, it's just living down here in the deep South and the mid South in April and March. This is what happens, and we're not out of the tornado season yet, so we'll keep on keeping on.
Well, thank you for all that you do. It's so nice to hear your voice. Yes, it takes me back in time, and we appreciate all of our meteorologists out there. So be safe and have a great day.
Okay, thanks, guys. Y'all have a great day.
It reminds me of when you're on the radio doing the weather, and there's storms coming. So I'd call my wife and be like, "Hey, there's a storm, big storm coming, batten down the hatches." You know what I mean?
That's exactly what I was thinking. You took the words right out of my mouth. And I can remember one time the engineer running in, and he was like, "Get in the conference room." I was like, "I'm doing my job. I'm letting people know." And then all of a sudden I hear a lot of loud noises outside. I ran to the conference room and got under the conference table. But yeah, you do call your family because you're worried you're not with them. But
right.
How often are you with your family during a tornado? Most of the time you are.
Right.
These guys never are.
Never. Dad's never home during a tornado. Crazy.
And now all I want is a tornado shelter. Now that meteorologist James Spann has one. It's the same reason I got a generator, is because Ron Childers told me to.
You just follow the meteorologist's instructions, don't you? Their sponsors love you the most.
I still haven't gotten that weather radio. So Corey scared a pregnant girl and made her cry.
Yeah, it's true. And it's glorious. I've even got the audio.
Of course you did. Of course you did.
I did. But I'll play it for you next. Oh. That's good stuff right there. That was good stuff. Just the content choices on this show are just spot on.
I mean, right? My throat still hurts. I didn't want to get up, but I tell myself every morning, it's just funny. By the time it starts rolling, you're like, oh, it's going to be a good day.
Right.
5 a.m. I hated life.
But by 7:30, it ain't so bad.
It ain't so bad.
I hate that your throat's sore.
I do too.
The coffee not helping? Do you have any chloroseptic?
I think I do. I gotta go find some. Ooh. Okay. So we're going to 42, right? Okay, so we go here. And do we want... Oh, we got music. Okay, do we want fans only?
Oh, crap. Well, I guess I got those backwards. Yeah. We'll do OnlyFans after this.
Oh, I didn't even realize that. No problem. Oh, I put out Easter Bunny for you. Oh, okay. Where should we do? You want to do? Why don't we go into Easter Bunny? Oh, wait, we are going into Easter Bunny.
Yeah, we're going to do both of these. We're going to do the Easter Bunny story first, and then the pirate
hooker. Smelly pirate hooker after that. OnlyFans. Now, I was just thinking, do you have the OnlyFans audio?
It's the audio from her original thing on Dr. Phil.
Is there something that's not the full length of that we could use in the tease? Just like you did with James Spann. I thought that was great.
I played the whole audio, but we can drop a Cash Me Outside. Where the hell is it? I'm trying to find it so I can save it.
I don't know. I don't see it either.
I found it.
Okay. Oh, Cash Me Outside.
Sit down.
Please don't. This is not the place, and this is not the
Sit
time.
down.
You want to take this outside? Because I think they can bring cameras outside. Really? Because I
Let you outside.
catch her outside.
Huh?
Catch me outside. How about that?
See, a lot of these things like this right here is just starting to be second nature, like we're hoping.
I was telling Margaret the other day that your ability to just think of this stuff on the fly is amazing.
What do you mean?
Like you're just so good at we're doing stuff and you're like, oh, we need to put this in. Oh, let's grab this audio. Oh, you're just so good at thinking of it. And I'm standing over here like a Neanderthal.
That is not true. Hey, teamwork makes the dream work. You come up with the ideas, and then I figure out how to fill them in. If our brains work the same, it'd be a pretty boring show.
It's true. It's true.
Hey, Barry, not much. What's up with you? We got the Easter egg hangover.
We're gonna play Metallica. Maybe we could put Shot in the Dark there and have time for both of them. Because it's
Yeah.
I cut it down to about 30 seconds, but it's still pretty good.
You. I'm so.
Oh, Barry, you got to get up earlier, man. If you want to be going by 8:30, why don't you get up at 4 like us? By 8, you'll be ready for the day. You'll be ready for a cheeseburger and some beer.
Oh, God. I'm eating a carrot for breakfast.
Healthy. Yep, those are like, oh. You're so healthy.
Catch me outside. How about that?
Kids are like, why does the Easter Bunny every year give us candy we don't eat? And I was like, because he knows mommy likes it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, your kids are picky about candy?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm not eating Tootsie Rolls.
Or they'll eat Tootsie Rolls, but they don't like peanut butter, so they won't eat
anything Reese's.
Mm-hmm.
How do your kids don't like peanut butter? Yep, they're your kids because they're weird.
I know they're weird. They don't eat sandwiches.
Wow. All right, you'll have to start this one.
I don't even know what we're doing.
Nobody goes forever. You're just gonna. I couldn't believe you scared a pregnant girl. How'd you do it? I'm gonna say, remember last week I was bragging about that pirate I found? He came in handy over the weekend. This one goes forever after it's supposedly over, too.
Corey took advantage. Corey took advantage of Easter and thought it was Halloween and scared a pregnant girl, making her cry. How did you do it?
You remember the pirate that I found last weekend?
Oh, yeah.
The loud pirate, the 4-foot tall pirate. Yeah, he came in real handy over the weekend. Real handy. I'll tell you all about it after AC/DC. All right.
What did we do wrong, Barry? How did this happen? You know how easy lunches would be if my kids ate sandwiches? Did you spell the yard cards correctly?
Did yard card signs. What are yard card signs?
You know, the ones that say happy birthday, Melissa, or...
Oh, okay, okay. If my kids didn't eat sandwiches, they'd starve to death.
Uh-oh. One got away. We'll save it for later.
You'll eat it, too. When you pick it up, you'll eat it.
They love cheese toast. Mine will eat meat. Mine will eat bread. We'll not eat it together.
So you can give them a piece of bologna and a piece of bread, and they'll eat it with a knife and fork?
Or just their hands, yeah. Wow. All right. Oh, where's the
My favorite part of this story is that her name is Danielle.
right?
And she was 13. Yeah. Really? We were are we surprised she's a hooker? No, I think we all predicted it. Surprised she lived to 18, to be honest with you.
I'm surprised people paid is my thing.
Oh, they ain't gonna pay, bud. They ain't gonna pay. I don't even know what does this girl look like. All right, so we're gonna play the Easter Bunny first stuff first, okay? Make sure I know that. Okay, I see where that's at. All right, make sure we're all good in this hood. Don't want to be misunderstood.
It's Danny and Country Corey on 98.1 The Max.
We went to the church Easter egg hunt on Saturday. It was a beautiful afternoon, and there's some activities that we could do outside and stuff. And I've got 6 and an 8-year-old, so they're not really scared of Santa anymore and all that kind of stuff. Sitting
Right.
on the lap and crying. However, when I made him get next to the bunny to take a picture, the 6-year-old was like,
Right.
no, just would not. I mean, she sat next to him, but was not going to look at him, and then was not going to sit on his lap. But I remember a few years ago, same place, the bunny got overheated. It was a really, really hot day, and he started kind of going dizzy and stumbling around, and He falls down, passes out, and the head comes off, and the kids are screaming all over the place. It was fantastic.
That is awful, but great. There's a picture of me from like 1978 where I've got this little stupid sailor looking outfit on, a little Easter suit, sitting in the Easter Bunny's lap, just in tears.
It's the best. And then you do it to your kids, and then they do it to their kids.
Absolutely. It's just the way it is nature's way.
Yes. And this happened over the weekend with some other kids that some people are a little afraid of, these dress up things.
Ready?
Oh my God.
The Easter Bunny's all fun and games till you're faced with that grim reality.
Is it Donnie Darko? Is that who I'm thinking of?
I don't know what you're talking about.
You don't know that movie?
No, I don't have any idea.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I just know that everybody loves the idea of the Easter Bunny, but when faced with it, it's not so much fun.
Yeah, no. Watch Donnie Darko. It's so up your alley. I thought you would be like a member of the fan club.
No, I'm not a member of the Darko Club. I'm not. Never stepped foot in there.
You are a member of the Let's Pick It Up Off the Curb Club.
I am. And last weekend, I found this 4-foot skeleton. And over the weekend, we just kept putting it in different rooms so that when somebody would walk into that room, it would scare the hell out of them. Oh, man, I got Avery 3 or 4 times. Avery's best friend who was there. I got her half a dozen. And I didn't even have to. I just left it in one place for like an hour. And every time she walked by, she would freak out. So Aaron has got his pregnant girlfriend. They live with us too. And she scares so easily. I put it in there. They went somewhere, and I put it in their bedroom and closed the door. And then when they got home, I pulled Aaron aside and said, "Look, you got to make sure she goes in there first." And then right as I'm doing that, she's making a beeline for the bedroom. So I hit record on my phone and follow her and get this reaction. She opens the door. There's a pirate.
You. I swear to God. I'm gonna cry. It was looking right at me. What's wrong? I knew it. I told him that he was with me, and so I guess oh my God, I hate you. I can't.
So that was Saturday night. What happened when you saw the Easter Bunny the next morning?
I know, right?
Die?
I think she slept through that. Thank goodness. The poor thing. It would have killed her dead.
That is a riot. You've just given me an idea. If you look on Facebook Live, you'll see that somebody's standing behind me. Dave Grohl.
Just move him around.
Move him around the house. But you know what's going to happen? You won't see Dave Grohl ever again. If I scared him that good, he would punch it and he would kill it.
That's what kept happening to Black Sam was he kept getting punched. He got the hell.
I bet he did.
He did. He got the hell beat out of him on Saturday.
That's fantastic.
So when I
you
get
leave
home
him around?
Well, we moved him just because we stopped playing with him. But today I'm gonna put him in the shower and just close the shower curtain.
Yes, I love it because even if you turn the water, if somebody just turns the water on without looking, he's plastic, so it's perfect.
Right, his clothes will get wet, but he'll be all right. I mean, I picked him up off the curb. It's not like I spent any money on him. You know what I mean?
You never knew you'd get this much mileage off him. It's fantastic.
Never in my life. Hey, you remember the Cash Me Outside girl from Dr. Phil from what 5 years ago, maybe? You remember?
Catch me outside. How about that?
Yeah, how about I wanted to take that girl and just punt her across the room. I hate her.
Catch me outside. How about that?
I just wanted to take her and parent her for 15 minutes. Anyway, she made more than $1 million in 6 hours.
Oh God, I really want to. I want to do more than punter now.
A lot of people want to do more than punter. We'll tell you how she made that money next. A lot of people want to do more than punter now. All right, there we go.
All right, I'm gonna look her up.
Bahad Bahabi.
Oh, she's listed as an American rapper.
Oh yeah, I was just noticing that. An American rapper.
These people should not be rewarded.
She's awfully angry. Just the pictures of her are awfully angry.
She is.
Wow. I mean, I guess she's pretty, but
she ain't ugly.
Yeah, she ain't ugly, but she looks so damned angry.
Bobby, is that her name?
Bahad Bahabi.
Bahad.
That's what I'm gonna call her. Bahad Bahabi. Her actual name is Danielle Brigoli. Rock beaches. Rock beaches. Did you listen to that Alanis Morissette on recorder?
No.
It's awesome. I love Alanis Morissette. She was America's sweetheart for about 15 minutes.
Who?
Alanis Morissette.
Oh. Thought you meant this girl. I'm like, what?
Bad behavior is America's sweetheart. That's a great way to start that break.
Okay, hold on.
What am I holding on for? What am I holding on for?
What was I gonna do?
You didn't tell me.
Right?
You are withholding that information.
Knows it. All right, hold on. Let me mute this and coming from now. That's pretty awesome.
What was?
The recorder.
Oh, yeah. It's fine for Facebook Live, I think.
I don't know. You can hear her in the background. The real song. Did you ever hear the wife that bothered her husband the whole time singing Alanis Morissette?
No, I don't think so.
It's one of my favorite pieces of audio of all time.
I'm already thinking about lunch. Haven't eaten anything today, but I'm already thinking about a bowl of chili and a grilled cheese.
Did that come from Barry Perkins?
I just saw the cheese toast and I thought, cheese toast is good with chili. Oh, you know what else is good with chili? A grilled cheese. That'd be good for lunch today. That's kind of the way my brain works.
I know it does. Did I send you the one about, or did you send it to me? The TikTok about the mom laying on the ground?
I don't think so.
I'm going to send it to you. This is my goal of this week. This is my challenge this week.
Okay.
Fantastic.
Barry Perkins, responsible for what Corey ate for lunch today. And go around and tell everybody. Just brag about it, Barry. An influencer.
It's Danny and Country Corey.
Morning, noon, and night, I listen to you, partially because of quarantine.
And we also canceled Netflix.
But still,
love you guys.
love you guys.
On 98.1 The Max.
5 years ago, this girl went viral on Dr. Phil because she's just the most disrespectful 15-year-old, or I guess she was younger than that, 13-year-old. Yeah, 13-year-old.
She was 13 at the time.
Yeah, and you just wanted to just kick her in the mouth.
What do you think is going to happen when you happen to steal somebody's car that decides that they're going to drop a hammer on you and prosecute you to the full extent of the law?
Then I do my time in jail. Jail ain't nothing. That's what I always do, and they never catch me. Ain't nobody gonna catch me.
Because you're too streetwise?
Yup. And all these hoes laughing like something funny.
She's talking about the audience, that they're laughing at her.
Did you say the hoes are laughing?
Yep.
So the audience are a bunch of hoes?
Yep. Catch me outside. How about that?
Huh?
Catch me outside. How about that?
Catch you outside?
Catch her outside, and she'll go outside and do what she has to do. This is mouth.
Oh,
So you want to take this outside? Because I think they can bring cameras outside.
Really? Because I think I flipped you.
You want to do it again?
Danny, don't get all tough. Please don't. This is not the place,
Hey,
and this is not
sit
the time.
down.
Sit down.
All right, then.
Sit down.
Flip me now. Come flip me now.
I just wanted to grab her up and do some parenting.
But instead, Corey,
violent parenting.
We reward this behavior.
I didn't reward. Wow, this girl is something special.
Catch me outside. How about that?
Something special.
That goes viral. She makes a rap song out of it. And she's actually a successful rapper now, making a lot of money.
I wouldn't say is she successful? Has she had
hit the top 10?
Are you kidding?
No.
Bahaby?
Yeah, so her real name's Danielle Burgley or something.
That's got to make you proud. As a fellow Danielle, that's got to make you proud.
Oh, us Danielles, we know how to make it.
She goes by Bad Baby with H's in it, so it looks like it's pronounced Bahaby.
Because that's how she talks. She don't know no English.
So Bahaby turned 18 last week. Looky her. She joined OnlyFans, which made the rest of the world apparently very happy because in the first 6 hours, she made more than $1 million.
6 hours, $1 million. To the point where I want to go watch this because if I'm going to make that in 6 hours, I'll do it. Maybe. Depends on what she did.
You got to see what she did first, huh?
Yes.
I can almost guarantee it involved nudity.
$1 million in 6 hours. What surprises me is how quickly that is. Like, how did everybody know she was going? You know, how does the word get out?
I guess on the tweeter. You know, all of her little followers were all very excited. I mean, maybe she said, I'm turning 18 and the countdown is on, because it sounds like she was counting down to the moment she could click sign up. You know what I mean?
$1 million in 6 hours.
I mean, what wouldn't you do?
It'd be, there's
What
not
wouldn't-
much, man.
I mean, if it's serious, maybe. I mean, $1 million in 6 hours, it ain't no joke.
Is it a snuff film? I mean, Jesus. As long as I know my family, my dad and my brother especially, they're not going to sign up and want to watch it. So
that's
you have to sign up to watch it.
Right.
So,
you have to. And there's no way you can't say I accidentally ran across it.
And I'll say, well, I've got $1 million. You've got a memory you can't erase. Your problem.
I got $1 million and you can't unsee that.
Winning.
Catch me outside. How about that?
So somebody played Alanis Morissette on like a 5th grade recorder, and it's awesome.
It makes me want to go get one of these recorders.
You should have one ready so you can try.
Okay.
We'll play that for you next. Dude, if you have one handy, please do that. If you have a recorder in your house somewhere that you can grab, please do that. Who puts in a 6-minute song? Golly.
Same person that knows it's going to be deleted.
I'm just deleting everything today. Perfect.
I'm on a recorder mission. Bye-bye.
Okay. 98.1 The Max.
Yes, I'd like to see if I could buy that Sweet Deals today.
You'll need to go to 981themax.com and click on Sweet Deal and see if there are any left.
Perfect.
Okay, thanks, man.
Bye-bye.
All right, bye. Part of it's still frozen. Part of it's burnt.
So disappointing. Because we'll take it and hide it from her. Then all of a sudden she'll come out playing it again. It's like, oh, she found it.
You can't find
it? It could be thrown away at this point. Because I'm tired of hearing it.
That's unfortunate.
I know.
Would have been great for comedy. I don't think we have to worry about that cocaine cover triggering any copyright alarm.
So bad.
Yeah, awful. Recorder starting arguments. Surprise, surprise.
You're listening to Danny and Country Corey
Are you ready? Make some noise!
on 98.1 The Max.
Black Keys drummer Patrick Carney. He's going to be at the Indians home opener today, and he's going to be drumming. He's actually filling in for a super fan who has been banging a bass drum in the bleachers since 1973.
John Adams getting a little help out there. That's Patrick Carney from the Black Keys. Big Indians fan.
I didn't realize that the Cleveland Indians had any super fans. I mean, that just seems like a stretch to me on its own.
Why? Yeah, you really hate on the Indians. Why do you hate them so much?
Just every Cleveland team, because they suck. Cleveland is synonymous with suck. You should know this.
But, you know, I mean, if they suck so bad, then why do you have such a deep hate for them?
I don't really hate them that much. They're the butt of my jokes, I'm afraid. It is nature's way.
Well, okay. Well, apparently this John Adams guy, this is the first time he wasn't making opening day in Cleveland for the first time in 50 years.
Wow. That's a commitment.
Yeah, I'd like to see John Adams on this radio show up against you.
And drumming?
No, and just arguing about the Indians.
And he could probably smoke me because I don't know anything about the Indians other than they suck. That pretty much is the beginning and the end of my knowledge of the Cleveland Indians. So if you ever wanted to hear Alanis Morissette be played on a recorder
every day,
if your kids had a recorder, you're going to love this the most.
I mean, since the 90s, since Ironic came out, I've been like, please play this on a recorder, please.
It's just as annoying as if a child was playing Twinkle Twinkle Little Star.
It's very impressive, I think.
I think it's impressive to be able to play it, but just the sound of it, you're like, it's just, as a parent, it makes you go, oh my God, put it down.
And that's why I went looking for ours, and we hide it every time it comes back out. And then all of a sudden, like a few weeks later, she finds it and she starts playing it again. I think we finally just threw it away so we could quit playing this game.
When Aaron was in 5th grade or after 5th grade, we had to hide the recorder from Avery, who was real little at the time. And then when Avery got in 5th grade, we were like, where did we put that recorder? She needs one for school. I know we've got one. We couldn't find it. So we bought one. And then when we bought our house a couple years ago and moved, we found it on top of the refrigerator in that little space under the cabinet.
Weird.
We had stuck it back up on top of the refrigerator in the very back.
I'm not lying. Okay, so when we teased the Alanis Morissette's coming up next with the recorder or the recorder of Alanis Morissette, I said, I'm going to go look for ours.
Right.
I swear to God, I walked downstairs and the carpenter's 6'2" and I'm only 5'2". And he's standing in the kitchen. I said, will you look up on top of that refrigerator for the recorder?
It's the high ground when you got little kids.
Exactly right. He's like, did we put it up there? I was like, it just seems like the obvious place we'd put it. Right. And there you go. See?
It's the high ground for recorders. All right, one more story. It's from a while back, but it's pretty good. Some random band totally butchering Eric Clapton's cocaine.